Iran is warning of historic regret if the US withdraws from the nuclear deal. The comments came as Iran's President Hassan Rouhani addressed the country on Sunday.
If the U.S. opts to pull out of the nuclear deal, it will soon realize that this decision will become a historic regret for them.
The White House will decide by May 12th whether to recertify the deal and extend a waiver on sanctions against Iran. President Donald Trump has called it the worst deal ever negotiated. If Trump pulls out, as is thought likely, the Iranian government warned that it is ready.
No change will occur in our lives next week. We have devised plans for any possible decision that Trump might make, and we will resist it.
The Iran deal was made in 2015 under Trump's predecessor, Barack Obama. The agreement between Iran and China, France, Germany, Russia, the UK and the EU stated that Tehran would end its nuclear weapons program in exchange for the lifting of economic sanctions. Two of America's closest allies in the Middle East, Israel and Saudi Arabia, are also Iran's fiercest enemies. They're urging Trump to walk away from the deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu last month accused Iran of lying about its nuclear program. Critics countered the evidence Netanyahu presented was old. Trump's European allies, however, are urging him to stay the course. French President Emmanuel Macron was recently in Washington and tried to convince Trump to stick it out. Sunday, the UK's Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson arrived in Washington in a last-ditch effort to convince the White House to keep the deal. And even some of Trump's supporters in his own party are warning that it may be counterproductive to abandon the agreement.
So I'm not necessarily opposed to sticking with this deal forever, but you need to have a clear idea about next steps if we are going to pull out.
The countdown has started and the world will be waiting and watching to see what Trump does by next Saturday. Toby Muse, CGTN, Washington.